Welcome to another edition of Jive Time Turkeys. I'm at Time Turkeys on Twitter, at Jive Time Turkeys on Instagram and YouTube. Right now, I'm riding solo. Probably be joined by a couple people later on. But first episode of 2023. It's been a bit of a break. We took some time off, Christmas break. We all needed time to rest and recuperate. But I'm back here giving us a super wild card weekend picks. So just gonna jump right in the first, gonna go in chronological order. So the first game coming up here in about less than an hour, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners. A lot of divisional matchups this weekend, so we'll see how that plays out. Third time they're playing. This Niners have won both. I'm actually picking the Niners. I think it'll be a closer game than people expect. We haven't seen the Brock Purdy reminder why he was the last pick in the draft game. It would suck for it to happen later on in the playoffs. So I think now is a good time for it. I think the Niners just will have too many skilled players on offense for the Seahawks. And while I do think Geno Smith is going to have a lights out game, he'll keep them in it. I think the Niners pull away in the fourth quarter, win by anywhere from 7-10. That brings us to the nightcap for Saturday's game, which is the Jaguars and the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers here. I think this is a shootout, and I think Justin Herbert just makes one more incredible throw. That throw he made on the sideline the last week of the season, or not the last weekend, the second to last week for them to clinch the playoffs was a thing of beauty. So while I think Trevor Lawrence does play well, I think that the Chargers just make one more play. So Sunday's games, Bills, Dolphins, Bills by a lot. Dolphins don't have a quarterback, though I will say it's actually a great thing that Tua isn't playing. I do think in the past, I don't know, maybe about 5 to 10 years ago, Tua will be playing. So I think it's progress that we've made that he's not playing. I do think there are real long-term questions about whether or not he should play again, which is unfortunate, but I do think yeah, it just shouldn't be out there. The second game on Sunday, the Vikings and the Giants, I really want to pick the Giants. I really do. I really don't trust uh Kirk Cousins as the QB of the Vikings, but I don't think now is where he blows it. I think um the Giants don't really have anyone to cover Justin Jefferson, and so I think Kirk just leans on him when things get rough. So I'm picking the Vikings there, and then in the Sunday night nightcap, I'm going with the Bengals. The Ravens also have um, deficiencies at QB. Lamar Jackson isn't playing. His knee isn't ready. He isn't healthy. Tyler Huntley may or may not still be dealing with shoulder issues. So I think while the game will be closer than expected because these are division rivals. So this is number 3 of the division rivals this weekend. Yeah, the Bengals have too much offense. Which brings us to the Monday night game. Dallas, my team, going against Tom Brady and the Bucks. Of course, I'm picking Dallas. I didn't really expect to be here. Because I thought Tom Brady would retire right now. I didn't think he would be here. So I don't know. Uh it would be terrible for the Cowboys to lose. I don't think I don't know what I don't want to think about that, but I think the Cowboys need to jump on them early. The longer you allow them to hang around, the worse it will be. I don't think the Bucks have any offense like that you can depend on. So I don't know. I could see Dallas losing. I hope they don't lose. I don't think the last game against the Washington football team was indicative of how they'll play. That I don't think they'll do that. I think that was just, they weren't really trying, which is terrible. But I do think they'll bounce back and play a more cleaner game, play a better game. The Bucks really haven't shown us a full game of offensive prowess, so I'm not worried about them. So jumping on to the call with us is
Yo, Greasy Grandpappy, Cleveland's finest.
indeed. So the Browns, didn't get that final push into the playoffs. But we'll go in reverse order. I gave my pick, so we'll start off with the Monday night game for you. Cowboys Bucks. Who you got and why?
Tom Brady. Do I need to say anything else?
I mean, yes, you do need to say a lot
I
more,
do, but
especially
I
to
won't.
me,
I won't. I
especially
like
to me, because I had him, I had
Cowboys
him
got a better
retired.
team. Cowboys, got the running game going. Um, I'm not a prisoner of the moment. I'm not going to say that last game Dak had versus Washington is going to happen again. But I'm just tired of going against Tom Brady. I'm tired of doing
That's fair. That's fair. I got no real gripes
it.
against that. So then Sunday night game, Bengals Ravens.
Bengals, man. No Lamar, not happening.
True
Sorry.
indeed. True indeed. All right.
As much as I like the backups too, but they ain't Lamar.
Not against that Bengals offense. They gotta have to
Uh-uh.
score some
Uh-uh.
points.
Not against Burrow and Chase and
T.
uh
Higgins,
Higgins and
Mixon, and Samaje
there we go.
Perine. Yeah, we just keep going. So then we got the Vikings Giants.
Oh, I got the Vikings, but it's oof.
Yeah, and I don't have any
I'm
confidence in that, but
I'm
like
concerned. I'm very concerned because wait a minute, what time is that game?
that's the 4 o'clock game. Sunday
Ooh.
at 4 o'clock. The Giants just don't have enough defenders. Like they can't. They don't have enough defenders for Justin Jefferson. So I think that's
They
what
they
gets them through.
don't.
That's
They
what gets
don't.
them through.
But every now and then
If it was
this
Sunday night, I'm picking the Giants. 4 o'clock though,
yeah, that's what's got me. Like
I think he still get
Kirk,
a little
Kirk
bit of
Cousins
magic.
might show up.
Yeah, he probably show up. Bills Dolphins.
Bills
Yeah,
because Skylar Thompson.
pretty much. hmm Jaguars Chargers.
I'm going with the Chargers. I don't feel good about that one either.
I mean, the only
So
reason
so it, I guess it's not like all these games they could be good because there's no clear picks outside of Bills.
pretty much,
All
even
these
that.
games could be good.
Yeah,
Um, like even that Ravens Bengals game could be good with the division rival. You know the
yeah.
other team, but I doubt it. So if I had like a tier, I know I have my most confidence in the Bills, then second most in the Bengals.
hmm
But yeah, some of these other games they like might be a coin flip.
All right, this upcoming game, Seahawks Niners.
I'm gonna go with the Niners, but man, ooh, that would
Yeah,
make me
man.
smile inside if Gino could get him a playoff win to add on top of what he did this season.
So I think for me, the Seahawks need one more defender. Like they don't have like a star defender. And I
Right.
think like when you're going against Debo and
Ooh,
C-Mac, like you
ooh,
you need you need a star on defense that like cancel
uh,
one of them out. Like one of them's gonna take a
and
screen and go 60
going against
yards.
Shanahan.
Well, but see him,
You
I'm
need
not.
like a scheme buster, like somebody who
Yeah, who just don't. All
destroys
right,
his team.
cool. Doesn't matter what you trying to do. I'm just gonna
Right,
throw this person out the way, and I'm now a
right.
heat-seeking missile to the ball. Um, I think Gino has the lights out day though. I think he come out there like because
Because
it's gonna be wet. I
I was
think
gonna say it's a lot of rain, man.
yeah, he got the arm,
So
but like
that's hard on the defense.
yeah, so cuts like the offense knows where they're going, knows where they're supposed to be to get the ball. The defense has to do the adjusting there. So I think if they could get that front four blocked, it's gonna be closer than we expect. So
Mm.
I don't know. I think my most confident game, but I'm a homer, is Dallas. Like, that's my most confident pick. Cause I just, they
You
got
have to
it.
be,
Like
man. You got
they can't lose this one. I think if they lose this one, then I do think McCarthy gets fired and he goes
to. Ooh,
goes and gets Sean Payton.
ooh.
Like he's talking nice, all that stuff, but like you lose in the first round after that game against the Washington football team, oh, somebody's gonna have
Mm.
to take the fall, and it can't be Dak. Like he's owed all this money. So McCarthy, your turn.
Right.
Like your turn. While we got a little bit of quick time, I see you got the Cleveland jersey on, so we'll go to the
Well,
NBA right
I couldn't
quick.
wear I couldn't wear a Browns hoodie today.
Hey, I mean that's true. You could have still rep them, but talk about your Cavs, man. What you liking about the Cavs this not even early part of the season because we can ready
I
to come up
mean,
on
what
All
ain't I
Star.
liking about them? Like, we are actually relevant without LeBron.
And
um,
not in a bad way too, like relevant for winning
yeah,
games, not
in a good way. Like they're like I knew Donovan Mitchell was good. I didn't know he was this good, and especially at 6'1". Um,
yeah,
I I would like I like the chemistry the team is building. Got a lot of heart in them. They I haven't seen them like roll over in the game. What I like the most is that when it comes down to it, it's a tight game. Hey man, just get the ball to Spider Man, and we like he's like very. We can trust him. Like he can bring it home for us. So
yeah,
score 71 points in the game. I mean,
yeah.
who can really criticize you?
But the crazy part is like every one of those 71 was needed. Like it
All of them,
wasn't like they was like pat
including the
stat.
ones that shouldn't have counted.
All of
He
them.
tipped in a missed free throw, his own missed free throw at the end and sent it to overtime.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
coming out of Utah, like the chemistry piece is a thing that like I noticed. Like you would have thought, like, oh man, maybe he was part of the problem with Rudy Gobert, and it's like,
Right.
nope, he was not the problem at all.
Because what is
Mm-mm.
Minnesota doing?
Floundering. That's what they're doing. Floundering. And Rudy Gobert went to from complaining about uh like not getting on the all pro team or whatever he's complaining about to out here like having Cat telling him to dunk.
Mm.
Like think about that
Ooh.
picture. Like think about all the times we sit here and like be like, man, Cat need to get some
Oh.
fire and Cat need to this and Cat need to do
Oh.
that. And
Whoa.
Cat is on the
Oh.
sideline. I mean, he was hurt, but he was like, yo, you got the rebound, you turn and dunk. And it's like, wow.
Cat didn't turn into Jimmy Butler on us.
I
Wow.
guess he had to use them lessons on somebody. He couldn't use them on himself. So
Oh
it's
man.
like, fuck it. All right, Rudy, you need to hear this. And it's just like, man, Minnesota, first of all, I mean, in retrospect, I guess it's good because Katie would have gotten traded, but like you fucked up the trade market, trading
Yeah.
all those picks for Rudy, and now you are floundering.
I forgot all about those picks.
Yeah,
Um,
like lots of them.
yeah, I mean, we got Milwaukee, Boston, and the Nets ahead of us. That's the way it's supposed to be. I like how we're ahead of the Sixers right now. Like that
Yeah,
shows
Sixers are
me
disappointing.
it is very disappointing. And I'm not gonna get too hyped about the regular season, but I see the way that they're playing, and I see the growth from floundering in that playing game from last year. It would look like nobody wanted any part of that game. Like the coach didn't want any part of it. Garland didn't really want a part of that game.
But that's the thing.
The only one who was ready, who gave gave everything he had and was had all his heart in it was Jared Allen, but he was hurt.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, that's part of the progression. So like Jared Allen is like, did he play with KD for a little bit, didn't he? And
did he? I don't
yeah,
think
he did.
so.
He played
He
because
did.
that's it. They traded. They made that trade, and everybody's like, why did they throw him in that? But like, so like he understood, like, all right, this is a thing. But now, like, I think, they're not a finals contender just yet. But if you look
Not
at the
yet.
East, the only finals contender really is Boston.
Right.
Like Milwaukee,
Uh, see, I
nah.
want to throw the Nets in there, but
I
I
mean,
feel
we
like
got to
as
see
soon
how
as we like put
KD.
the microscope on them, something goes down.
Yeah, it's just when KD comes back, how does he look? And then they still can't get no rebounds when it matters. But Milwaukee is not as good as they were last year because Chris Middleton isn't back. Miami, their window might have closed. And so,
I think so.
like Boston is just
And I think they
because
invested too much in the young guys on their roster.
yeah.
I think they're expecting a little too much out of those guys.
Well, I mean, I on record as saying they shouldn't have gave freaking Tyler Hero the max, but here we are.
Absolutely not.
Especially after giving Duncan Robinson all that money, like they're literally the
Thank you.
same player. They're the
So
same player.
there's two guys that you didn't dump way too much of your cap into.
Yep. So I don't know, and with Jimmy Butler knee seeming more and more of a problem, I just
So speaking of Jimmy Butler and his age, like how old is he now?
he got to be mid-30s.
If he's mid-30s, I feel like his body might be late 30s
This
for
is
what he's
true.
been putting it through.
And also, you got to think about who he played for. Playing for Tibbs.
Right.
Like,
Tibbs and Ronnie disciple.
Nah, we talking about Jimmy Butler.
Oh.
Well, since you jumped in, introduce yourself, good sir.
Oh, Yo, Starlife Daniels, Starlife Collection down Orlando trying to bring back this flag football national championship, 2-1 at the time. But I got it at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yo, you icing up?
Trying my best. Probably about to hop in the pool, do some aqua work.
You got the massage gun with you too?
I didn't bring my massage gun. I didn't, but there are massage guns around, so yeah.
Okay. So real quick, give us your NFL picks for Super Wild Card weekend.
I am taking San Francisco. I was about to say San Diego, LA, Tampa Bay. Say something fun so I can see your face.
I'm gonna let you finish.
That's a hard game actually for me to pick. I'm gonna go with Dallas just because I don't want to see Dallas fans' faces if they lose to Tampa Bay. I just don't want to deal with it.
That's your reason.
like just caveat. Quick tangent. When Washington loses and when Dallas loses, those are like some of the worst days in the city. So I'm going to go with. We don't need that early in the new year. So I'm gonna put Dallas. In Minnesota over New York. Whatever games am I missing? Oh, I'm taking the Bengals over the Ravens because Lamar is not playing, and Buffalo over the Dolphins easy. Did I miss a game?
Nah, I think you got all of them.
That's all 6.
Yeah.
Did we just go 6 for 6?
We all got the same picks.
We went 5 for 6.
Oh, okay.
You picked the Bucks. You Tom Brady, remember?
Who picked the Bucks?
Shannon.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Oh, that's right.
Of course. Good. Yeah. You wouldn't pick the Bucks.
I would definitely not pick the Bucks.
Juju going
on. Not at all. So, yeah. All right. I think that was pretty much it. Let everybody get back to what they're doing. So appreciate y'all jumping on real quick. Got get them picks out there. Also got to get back in the routine. So we'll be back on getting these results and getting ready for Thursday, and also talking about the NBA. Real quick, man. Did any of y'all watch the most lopsided National College Football championship game ever?
Why would I watch that?
I didn't watch one play.
Okay, well, I watched some of it.
I turned it on. It was 24-7.
Oh yeah, the game was over by then.
Yeah.
So it was close.
I cut it off at 38-7.
Yeah, man.
And then I woke up the next morning and it was like, wow, they didn't let up in the second half, huh? They just kept it full throttle.
They put the backups in because the regular plays. So it was like, I don't know what you want us to do. Like,
that's right. True.
These people got to get development plan running these plays.
23 Georgia players made a tackle.
That's why you go to Georgia to be on the big stage, right?
Yeah.
If you could get on the stage, but
No
they all got
matter,
on
no matter
that
what string you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. So
I'm
yeah,
doing
I
something
mean,
real important right now. I can't do that
I
right now.
was.
Dad, can we be on tablet?
Yeah, Daddy, can we
Like-
be on the tablet?
Life happening in real time.
Go, Dad.
But yeah, I kept watching that game thinking, damn it, Michigan, like you probably would have got blown out by like 30, but like it wouldn't have been that. Like it wouldn't have
Fact
been
on
that.
championship was Georgia, Ohio State.
It was. It definitely was.
That was it.
And
Yeah.
man,
On New Year's, right at midnight.
right at midnight, the kicker pissed down his leg. Probably like, damn, I'm gonna have the worst year ever. Man, but I will say, CJ Stroud, ooh,
Why are you
he
making
earned him
Did
some money.
he make himself the #1 pick with that game?
Yes.
Hi, Daddy's friends.
Hi.
Hey.
Yes. Because Georgia, as we saw, is an NFL defense, NFL type of defense, as they later proved against TCU. Like, I know his agent or soon to be agent had to be watching that championship game. Like, ooh, buddy, I'm about to spin the hell out of this. Because are we watching what they're doing to Max Duggan and Heisman Trophy finalist as well?
Right. And we need these endorsements to kick in now.
And CJ Stroud was lighting them up. And truth be told, if Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't get a concussion, they probably win that game pretty handily.
Probably. I think they at least win it.
Are we
I
reading
don't think they
this?
need a last second field goal to win it.
Daddy, are we reading
Even
Yeah.
Olave last year.
Even though,
That's
yeah.
this?
So, I think also it showed like, if there were any questions about him caring about the game, like, nah, he wasn't. You don't go out there and put up those type of performances. You don't care about the game. Like,
Right. And I don't know how you can question that with the upbringing he had.
they gotta find something.
He didn't have all the
Shanks
QB caps and all the leagues and all the
They gotta find something.
traveling the other guy. Man, my man was homeless. My man was living in a storage unit.
Yeah, they gotta find something. So, I mean, this is going to be an interesting.
My man
thing
had to watch
because,
YouTube videos instead of getting actual coaching.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing because the Texans, I don't know. Like, I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know.
They had to.
Actually, I should say the Colts. I don't know what they're doing because how do you let a 4th and 20 result in a touchdown, and then like you lose the game?
Well, we still don't know what the Bears are going to
do. That will be wild if they trade Fields and draft Strauss.
Trade him to Washington.
Yeah, I got y'all QB1 in Washington. He's already on the roster.
Good old Sam.
I mean, I think you create a bidding war with the Colts and hell, the Dolphins might end up being in it, depending on what they find out about Tua.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, if you trade Fields, all the agent for whoever you bring in, whether it's Young or Stroud, is just gonna be like, see how they do you. Don't even think about signing that second contract here. Ball out, and then we go into the free agent market, and we will get you paid there because they can't be trusted. Look how they did him, and you watched him. You worked with Fields. You was in the room. We probably find out that he fucking was CJ Stroud's tour guide when he came to visit Ohio State or some shit like that. Yeah, how they did do him. He went out here. I mean, he was a rookie quarterback in the NFL. Ups and downs, but he showed flashes that I'd be like, all right, let's trade back, get more picks, get more pieces, and do that. So then if he's not the guy, we already have the other pieces in place on a rookie deal or whatever the case may be. You're gonna need those pieces anyway. Might as well keep the QB you think is it. Like he ain't flounder that much. Like I'm sorry, I didn't see enough where I'm ready to bail on him.
Well, otherwise, then get a Hall for that first pick and get Phil some help then.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems so simple.
Mhm.
Like, cause he took off after you traded Roquan Smith. Like, so just imagine if he had Roquan Smith, who coincidentally the Ravens defense got better when Roquan Smith got there.
Mhm.
So I mean, we gonna see. We gonna see. But again, thank you, fellas, for jumping on. Thank you guys for watching. We got about 30 minutes till game time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my setup together. Get ready to watch this game, Super Wild Card weekend starting. I got any final thoughts?
No.
Chargers
Mhm.
coach need to get fired if they lose this game.
Oh, he will. Especially with Sean Payton out there. He will, because they're gonna be like, we got Justin Herbert playing with Sean Payton.
Because the Chargers should have been fighting for a number 1 seed. They should be clawing against the
Well,
Man,
you
Jaguars.
know they dealt with a lot of
They had
injuries.
injuries. Like my man had broken
They
ribs.
had a
Like,
lot of injuries, but that coach don't help the situation too much.
yeah, he coaches like all the players are healthy all the time, going forward on fourth down. Like sometimes he's like, yeah, we down a couple people. Let's just punt and see what happened. Maybe they fumble the ball or some shit.
He coaches like he's playing Madden.
Mhm.
Oh man. Well, on that note, we'll see how this turns out. And until next time, peace.
Deuce.